There's one simple trick that can massively boost your Terra Luna Classic staking rewards. Do you guys want to know what that is? Now, before I tell you that simple trick, first we need to establish a baseline of staking. So you guys can come over to Terra Station and you can stake your reward with different validator nodes. You can see that by going into the staking tab. You can sort by voting power to see which validator nodes are the biggest and have the most control where people have staked to that validator node. You can also see in this column, there's a commission. This is the percentage of your yield that they take. So for example, let's give a really nice round number. Let's say you earned 100% annual yield. Well, this validated all nodes, they take 3% of that, right? If you earn 10% annual yield, they would take 0.3% of that. So it's 3% of whatever your yield amount is. It's important to note this because depending on which validator node you actually stake with, your annual yield or annual rewards from staking will decrease depending on what their commissions are. All right, so if we get a little bit more technical now, I currently have staked 6,769,000 Terra Luna Classic. I have staking rewards that have built up of 28,238 Terra Luna Classic value. Now, if I click on the staking rewards, this little button here, I can see that this breakdown, there are other tokens that I'm earning. So you can see my LUNC right here, but you can also see I have very small amounts of these other cryptocurrencies. And so I use this information to figure out my daily staking rewards and the annual staking rewards of my Terra Luna Classic by leaving some staked, then seeing how many rewards built up over a couple days, and then doing the math to divide that out and determine that the annual yield right now is roughly 25%. So the way that we can actually boost this reward is by compounding our returns. And what do I mean by that? It's fairly simple, but also a little complex. So let's go through it. The way that compounding works is essentially right now I'm not compounding. So my staking rewards, I built up a balance. This 28,000 Terra Luna Classic is sitting there ready for me to claim, but that 28,000 is not earning more rewards. And so what I could do is actually claim those rewards every day, restake that, and then that 28,000 is going to earn 25% annual yield on that. But if I just let this build up, that reward balance doesn't earn more Terra Luna Classic for me. And so when we throw those numbers into this calculator, we can actually see our 25% annual yield. If we end up compounding it daily, that converts to 28.39%, which is definitely a nice little boost. And all you have to do is go into your Terra Station, claim your tokens, restake them. It'd take you under a minute. So you guys can see on this chart, depending on how frequently we can actually claim our Terra Luna Classic, the compounding effect can actually increase. So annually, if you just claimed it once a year, 25%. Now, if you actually make that semi-annually, you claim it twice a year, that boosts to 26.56%. So essentially spend 1 minute a year, 1 minute here, and you could boost your returns by 1.56%. If you do it quarterly, so now you're doing it 4 times a year, you go up roughly another percent to 27.44%. If you do it monthly, you're starting to really see the diminishing return. So as you increase your frequency, the value of doing it more decreases a little bit, but you can see that we still get about a 0.5% gain. Then we go down to a weekly claim and then a daily claim. And you can start to see the diminishing returns here. And so ideally, you probably want to claim it to get the most value on a weekly basis or monthly basis. As you can see the difference from weekly to daily claims, you're increasing your claim frequency by 7x doing this, right? This is changing it from claiming, let's say, every Sunday to every single day. So you're increasing your frequency by 7 times. You're only gaining 0.05%. It's a really small gain versus going from monthly to weekly, you're gaining 0.3. Going from quarterly to monthly, you're gaining about 0.5%. So you can see that some of this claim frequency definitely increases the value. I interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you guys this breaking news. According to YouTube, roughly 80% of you don't have your notification bells turned on. You don't want to miss another awesome video like this. And while you're busy turning on your notification bells, why don't you guys also subscribe? According to YouTube, over 91% of you are not subscribed. Now that you did that, let's get back to the video. And so for me, a nice happy middle ground is going to be this weekly claim. A minute a week, I can do that to make sure I get this extra yield, because then that compounds even further when you look at a longer horizon beyond 1 year. Like I said, doing this process is so easy. You go to your staking dashboard, click withdraw rewards, you go down to the bottom, you click submit. It's going to pop up a confirmation. I already have my password saved. I post that. The transaction is going to process here. This is going to take roughly 5 to 10 seconds. It's pretty quick. Boom, there we go. Confirmation. Really easy. I go back over to staking, and let's just say, let's throw it up here, and we go by voting power again, because I like to vote with those that are trusted. Let's go with LUNC DAO. I like them a lot. So I can delegate, and I can go right here and go, let's just say 50,000 Terra Luna Classic. We're going to throw that up, submit that transaction as well, post that. It's going to take another 5 seconds to process, and boom, I have staked my rewards, and it was that quick. It was that easy for me to go ahead and do. So it's really important for you guys to go ahead and stake with those that you trust and find value. And of course, if you guys are going to be staking your Terra Luna Classic, it's important that you learn what's really going on with staking. And if you guys want to learn about the truth behind Terra Luna Classic staking, check out this video up here where I explain some information that you might not know.